What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? We're back on that phone again. Alright, it's gonna have to be that way till we get the chords. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm just gonna come back on here and finish the rest of my espresso. Talk some shit with the Outrage crew. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, gotta get the DVI cables. Can't get them from Staples because, you know, they're trying to charge you internal organs and limbs off of your body for a goddamn DVI cable. Altogether, it was going to be like $40 for the two cables I needed. And they were like 6 inches long each. It wasn't even a full cable at Staples. You know, but on Amazon, they're like $7 still. But I got bills piled to the sky. You know, that's why I thought that was definitely the sewer and trash company or the student loan collectors, the mercenaries out there, dude. I feel like that's what the helicopter situation was. But I looked on my phone. They gave me a little update from the Citizen app, and it clued me in. All right, somebody at 6801 Hollywood Boulevard had a gun, was reported, and then they at the same address it was like police activity. You know, so they're investigating. The other day, man, it gave me a creepy ass update in the middle of the day on a Wednesday. That like 0.7 miles away on La Brea, there was a man who had a wallet walking down the street, and a big SUV just comes up and stops, and four dudes pop out with black masks. One of them has an AK-47. The other three have fucking handguns, and they rush this dude to take his wallet. What a goddamn AK-47 in the middle of the afternoon, dude. What the hell? Seemed like they were on their way to a bigger operation. They made a pit stop for a wallet. Yeah, him. I gotta piss anyway. We'll get his shit real quick. He's got some nice ass shoes on. Get his shit. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're out there on them Postmates streets today. We're making it happen. Getting the shekels together. All right. Heaven should be getting paid tomorrow. We're going to get the shekels together. We're going to make our payments. Ladies and gentlemen. And dude, I'm looking at that stream. The thumbnail is just terrible too. I got my eyes closed and shit. I look like I'm getting kicked in the nuts. What the hell is happening with that goddamn thumbnail? People were saying it was lagging like hell. I think I'm just deleting that video, ladies and gentlemen. Major fail with the damn webcam so far, Dad. Let me just close out of OBS here. We're still rocking it phone style, baby. That's how we got to do it for now. Skeezer, I think I can see you. Seems like the chat's working. Seems like that chat is working, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I love seeing Joe Biden get grilled. Oh my God, a black woman is criticizing my potential racist connections in my past, and now he's got to prove to everybody that he's a changed man. And I recant my earlier statements and earlier alliances. That was old Joe. Well, I wake up a new Joe every time I have a nap. I usually nap 3 to 4 times in a given afternoon. It helps if I'm motivated by a nice, shapely neck, just to take a big whiff of that neck, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, I'm what America needs. Oh, now we got the police sirens out there. Ooh, developing situations. All right, somebody's out there busting caps in somebody else's ass. Probably fighting over some street meat, dude. You know, fighting over that last sausage on the griddle out there. On that Thursday night, late night street meat affair. I'm sure it's a bunch of Trump supporters out there brandishing their firearms. You know, looking to, you know, for some gay black people to throw some bleach on. All right? Walking around with a noose. I'm sure that's what the police are investigating out there. Here in MAGA country. Who is Beth Chapman, Florida Stacker? Fighting over the neck of their meth pipe. Oh, yeah. They're getting it in. It's that firefight, dude, on the sidewalk. And God damn it, I'm just aggravated, ladies and gentlemen. I feel a little bit off tonight. Because number one, I'm a little bit run down, but you know, I'm still pepped up by the espresso. But it's just the avalanche of goddamn expenses is piling down on me. It's got a brother feeling low. You know? But I did get that workout in today. That I needed to go get that done. Just to unload some energy. You know? Joe Rogan recommends jerking off before you make decisions. I don't think that's a terrible idea. I think you should work out before you make decisions. Salty says it doesn't look like it worked out. How dare you, dude? We're not gonna get it. Dude, we're not gonna get into my kickboxer physique on the podcast right now. Dude, I'm that Dutch kickboxer. All right? And I don't need, you know, these big, powerful legs that everybody wants me to get. You know, I got to keep my leg dexterity. I got to be able to hit a motherfucker with a, you know, with that roundhouse. You know, got to be able to do that front leg turning side kick, dude. I got to keep that leg dexterity. You know, I got to be able to jump up and bicycle kick a motherfucker. You never know what kind of situations you know, a comedian out here who's getting on stage and defending Western civilization, you might run into some people that don't think it's funny. But they're not schooled in the verbal jujitsu, in the arguments, or in you know, that Dutch long leg attack, dude. I've watched a lot of fucking, you know, boss rooting in my day. Watched a lot of kickboxing. Watched a lot of MMA, dude. When it comes to that late night after the stream, dude, I'm throwing kicks. Taking out imaginary enemies. Am I still on that top chat? Well, I haven't even gone into the full stream here. I was just looking at the stupidity, the sheer stupidity of that damn thumbnail down there. I'm like, it's the worst thumbnail face, dude. Oh my god, I look like that looks like the guy who goes around asking questions at the Federal Reserve. You know? Oh, front hole, I'm not on top chat any longer. On that live chat, baby. Boomer physique. Don't say that, Salty. All right? That's not what's going on here. We got fired up at the gym. We got our work done. We ate our pizza. We had our protein bars. All right, we got a pint of ice cream waiting in the fridge. All right, that'll be the cherry on top of the night. What up, Sweet Chin? Yeah, we tried to give the OBS a go again, and it was just lagging. People were saying every fucking 30 seconds the shit was lagging. Yes, I got tires on the hatchback, but it's probably, you know, a good 2 to 3 months overdue for a little maintenance situation there. So every day it starts, you know, it's that Japanese made vehicle. Every day it starts and runs successfully for another Postmate shift. Arigato! Thank you. Oh, Japanese. Oh, yes. Engineering, Japanese. Until you can afford German. Japanese. It'll do, dude. Thing will keep goddamn running. Knock on the fucking wood. But yeah, once I get carved out of this fucking dead hole of bills and upcoming rent here, all right, I'll be able to take care of some things. I can get some goddamn new contacts and getting a little maintenance situation there. What up, Burgess? But yeah, I'm just coming on here saying what's up to the Outrage crew. I want to, you know, have a full force stream and make fun of the damn debates, but you know, I want to have goddamn video. And also I'm taking a night off from drinking just to recharge. Just polishing off the espresso tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Were there any Bernie gaffes? Let's see what Drudge had to say. Bernie concedes he'd raise middle class taxes. Yeah, dude. Oh my God, he's such a fossil. Oh yeah, Burgess is out there on that Honda Accord. I don't even know what a rickshaw is, Salty. To be quite honest. What up, David? A light two-wheeled hooded vehicle drawn by one or more people, used chiefly in Asian countries. Oh. A vehicle similar to a three-wheeled bicycle having a seat for passengers behind the driver. Oh. Oh, dude, it's so absurd. Dude, I got that Outrage hatchback. All right, I got that Outrage Scion hatchback. It's taken a goddamn beating ever since I came out here to LA, dude. It all started, you know, July 4th. And I think it was 2014. All right. Some kids got crazy on my street down in Westchester, down by LAX. You know, they got crazy with the goddamn silly string out in the street. Sprayed my car with it, dude, and then that goddamn summer heat came out when the sun came up the next day, and it baked that goddamn string into my paint job. So it says still got the donuts on it. No, we got the donut off, baby. We got that good, that little used tire situation there. We rocking on some real rubber. All right, but the student loan people are really emailing me at the same time. So I'm it's just one of those days, man, where it's like, you know, I've been, you know, just focusing on comedy so much. And just been so hyped up to do the podcast every night, you know, now that we got the equipment set up here. And that combined with all the roommate drama, you know, stressing me the fuck out. We're going to push through it, ladies and gentlemen. Got to get that manager job, or heaven's going to come with some heftier paychecks, dude. Because it sucks when you have to depend on your car to make money, and you also need to get your car serviced. And you got a bunch of goddamn bills to pay. But I did listen to Andrew Dice Clay on Joey Diaz's podcast today, and he was firing me to fuck up, dude, when I was in the gym. Ooh, I'm trying to be that goddamn stadium comic. I gotta start wearing goddamn metal spikes on my leather jacket, dude. I might come on the podcast with sunglasses next time, man. No, but his story is cool, man. He just started as a Travolta impersonator, and then just became the Dice character and came out to L.A. And that was like at the beginnings of the dopeness out here in L.A. at the Comedy Store, and he was like super unique because he was from the East Coast. It was like, yeah, he just plugged right into the plan they had, and he fucking went up there and did a 28-minute set when it was supposed to be three minutes for auditions, and basically just turned that Italian street character into his whole fucking act and started playing stadiums within the year. What is David talking about? Become a libertarian rapper? Liberty Ice, son. I get some shit carved into my in the side of my haircut. Get some big ass ridiculous sunglasses. No, the ideas are package enough, all right? We just gotta what I need is to integrate all the aspects of the writing so I can do the live stream. I need time to sit down in the middle of the day and tinker around with it. Just have that strong hit of coffee, dude, and look at it straight and get that element in it too. Because right now I'm so free flowing on stage and on the live stream, like, it's fun, but I gotta hone the shit down because my selling point on stage is like ideas. It's interesting ideas and connecting them to what's going on in the world in my life. So, and interweaving it all. So that style of comedy, it kind of requires you to sit down and be a little meticulous with the shit. If you're just going up there, hey, oh, and you got a couple of nursery rhymes, hickory dickory dock. David says, I remember hearing about Jerry Seinfeld's process for trimming down his routine, and it was meticulous and interesting as a process to hear. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to get to like writing out the whole thing and like memorizing it, but just free-form writing and just picking through and listening back to shit and writing it out in front of you in words so you can see like, oh, this fits with this should go into this, and as you're writing it you get more ideas about it. It's like every angle you come at it from helps the process. Just gotta figure out what's best for you. But my sets have gotten a lot fucking better since I've written less. But because I used to be, that was my main impulse, was to like start at the keyboard and then write all the shit out that I wanted to say in order and then memorize it, rehearse it, go up on stage. And that's when I was only getting up on stage like once or twice a month because I lived in Oklahoma. The closest open mic was like 90 minutes away, like an hour drive away. And so I would get up there a couple times a month, but it was all this meticulous pre-planned, and then that made the moment of execution that much more pressure filled. And it was like the first few sets I was doing. So it was like super stressful way to do it. But once you get the momentum going, once you get up on stage and get a little free flow in you, and you can just be pretty much yourself, a heightened version of it up there, then it becomes easier. But you still need to have the process of listening back, refining, making shit hit hard, and punching it up. And I think, I just need some goddamn time in that middle of the day. Gotta get out there and fucking hustle that Postmates money, ladies and gentlemen. David says, like he recorded his set and sort of pruned it based on the audience reactions and do that like loads of times and then take the finished product on the road. Yeah, that's what you do. You go up there and just throw shit at the wall, and try all your ideas and then listen back to see what got laughs and then start with that shit. Instead of starting from a blank page, start just getting up on stage every night. You're going to have that continual feedback. That's the most valuable thing is like what line they laughed at, what'd you do with your face. That's why I'm trying to get video of every one of the sets too, so I can go back and see what the fuck worked and what didn't. But I do put off watching back and listening to myself. I'll usually put it off for a long time, and then fucking one night I'll just go full force at it and watch all the like fucking 15 videos that I've done the past couple weeks and just pick through everything that worked and everything that didn't and fucking micromanage the shit. What up, AJ? Sweet Chin says, Nick, wear a clown outfit on stage. Do it. I might just do it. Some dude at the fourth wall said that he had actually gone to clown school. And it was hilarious because he was up there. The bit worked pretty good one night. And then the next night, he was trying to do the bit in front of a few people that had already seen it before. And this dude, Eric Rocha, who's hilarious, probably the funniest dude at the fourth wall, he was fucking around with Lee Syatt. He hangs out with Joey Diaz and Lee Syatt sometimes, and he was up there doing like Three Stooges shit and flipping Lee Syatt's nose and everything, and the comic on stage was just bearing his soul that he went to clown college and it was a weird experience, and yeah, it's all led to this. Meanwhile, it's the fucking Three Stooges episode going on in the audience, dude. Fourth wall is goddamn hilarious. It's the only fucking open mic I'd like going to in town. And there's a channel to the Comedy Store through that fourth wall. So that's where I want to go. I'm not even going to bother with these bullshit clubs that I would, I call them bullshit clubs. I would go on stage if they invited me at the Laugh Factory, at the Improv. All right. But ultimately I want to go to that Comedy Store, dude, because that's that legendary history. That's the politically incorrect, the anything goes attitude, or at least as close as you can get to it, would be at the Comedy Store. And so, hopefully Joey Diaz does his version of the Rodney Dangerfield young comedian specials. And he puts me on it, dude. Then I could take out an ad in the fucking LA Times, like Dice. Nick Jordan cometh. But yeah, unfortunately, I gotta fucking really hustle up some rent money right now. I'm way behind. So I'm probably the next time I'm getting on stage might be all the way to fucking Monday or Tuesday. I gotta go hard in this goddamn weekend. I need to get some fucking $200 days in here, ladies and gentlemen. Get some shekels stacked up. Sweet Chin says, sell my computer for rent. No, dude. No, we'll be fine. I'm gonna get out there, hustle them deliveries up, baby. Raw Dog says, give plasma. Right now, I'm gonna give some outrage piss to the bowl, ladies and gentlemen. I shall return. I'm gonna get into more of the Drudge Report headlines here. Be right back. Well, can you believe they all raised their hand on the stage? Will we give the illegal immigrants free health care? But of course. Cheap Johnnies. Oh, everybody's got a dick idea for me. You know? I'm not becoming a gigolo. I'm not getting into porn. I'm not going to the sperm bank, dude. Sell weed? Dude, you can't sell any weed out here in LA, dude. Oh, it's a text message away. They've already got it on lock. Israel attacked USS Liberty and did 9/11. That's a name. And I'm reading his comment. It's not my statement, but I love his name. He says, I think YouTube is shadow banning most people on here. Everyone uses YouTube. I think there will be a lot more live shows. Well, I just got that unique time slot, dude. The Outrage Chancellor, he's on that late night sculpting. I get on here and I sculpt the arguments for Western civilization into a beautiful statue for the Outrage crew to behold. Sometimes it's a slightly malformed statue if I have too many natty lights, but, you know, the Outrage crew, they're very forgiving, you know, because I'm putting my consciousness on the line every night for Western civilization. But that's why we do these recharge nights with the espresso, you know, to make the rocking out nights that much more rocking. Sometimes you got to rest up, dude. Sometimes you got to hydrate up. Sometimes you got to get out there in the gym and get some of that goddamn dragon energy fired up. Yeah, it's all about the New Zealand and Aussie dragon energy. Sweet Chin says YouTube is working with Rogan. Why do you think they buried comments on his Twitter podcast? Did they bury the comments? Oh. Yeah. I don't know, man. People are just expecting a lot out of Rogan because he has such a huge platform, but his platform wasn't built on like being objective or like, you know, rational political analysis. I mean, the guy still like supports universal basic income whenever it comes up in discussions. And it's like, what the fuck? But, you know, he's rational about working out and diet and mixed martial arts. All right, he's got his areas of expertise. But I still think, I don't know, man. He values having a big platform over being you know, over being objective and having, you know, any, you know, rational, consistent analysis of reality. That's just not, if you're looking for that, it's not where you go. You come to the Outrage Chancellor. If you're all right. Thank you very much, Front Hole Enthusiast. Says foreign collusion. Yes, do you have any intel on Joe Biden or Bernie? If the New Zealanders, if they have any information on Joe Biden, if they have any information on Pocahontas, I say release it. Go ahead, we want to see it. Give it up. The New Zealand Dragon Energy, very amazing, very stable geniuses over there in the New Zealand area. Very stable geniuses. It's what I see when I look. I see very stable genius. You know, we encourage a little bit of foreign collusion there. All right, if the collusion is based on objective information. I mean, Hillary Clinton and Christopher Steele, all right, they engage in that foreign collusion where, you know, they're trying to fuck you over. All right, they're trying to make some shit up. Sweetchin says, why does Nika defend Rogan? Because he's done a lot of good. All right, if you follow his advice for getting your shit together in terms of working out and finding what you do want to do in life and working your ass off toward it, and dedication and not giving up even though you failed, and like all the comics that I've been exposed to because of him, and he built a fucking, podcast empire. All right? But at the same, he's just not the guy to look for rational political analysis from. And he's proven it. But still, I've still been to his shows. He's made me laugh in person, dude. And I met him in person. There's a lot worse individuals out there. I mean, he at least gives host to a wide range of ideas, and a lot of people have a lot of good ideas have been exposed through that podcast. You just got to discern it for yourself. What up, Cactus Jack? But yeah, I don't really know the guy. If he wants to invite me on his podcast, I'll go on there, baby. We'll talk about that non-aggression principle. We'll get it out there. Yeah, Cactus. I tried the damn OBS again. It was lagging like hell. We're back on the phone. Got to get them DVI cables, but right now I'm in that debt-ridden situation. Biden's winning the primary. Do you think so? Even after he got, the shot across the knuckles there from Kamala Harris about his racist associations. That's the identity politics bickering, dude. Will he be able to withstand it? Yeah, the DNC is going to, I think they do want Biden. They're going to want, the DNC either wants Biden or Elizabeth Warren. I mean, the thing with Elizabeth Warren, though, is just the Pocahontas thing is not going away. I think, Trump might come out with a Native American headdress on at the debate. He's like, I got a test done. I'm actually more Native American than Elizabeth Warren. And he'll just wear a fucking headdress, dude, the entire debate, and then win the debate, dude. And Elizabeth Warren's like, well, we just want to put your kids in government-run daycare centers from age 0 to 5, and what's wrong with that? Give us your goddamn kids. We're nice. We'll teach them what's important. Not a Bear says media is propping up Tulsi like they did for Trump 4 years ago. Well, she's got some of that goddamn credibility, as far as, she's the only veteran on stage. I don't even know what she actually did in the military. Tulsi Gabbard. But she's the only one that's talking about being anti-war. It's the main point. Like, but yeah, that would be. What's up, by the way, Clean Talking? I saw you up here in the comments. What's up, man? Yeah, Warren is a joke. Raw Dog says, nigga, I'm going to send you a can of menudo. What the fuck is that? Burgess says, it'll probably be Biden again. But I think their best shot is the author at the very end of the row. Front Hole says, it'll be Biden. I could smell a winner. Yeah, the DNC wants Biden, I think. But yeah, the headline of the New York Post, who wants to lose the election? All major Dem candidates raise hand in favor of free health care for illegal immigrants. Dude, let's make those insurance companies kings, shall we? Cactus Jack says left likes Biden because they love the Obama. Yeah, it's all about the Obama connection. You know, and it's going to be funny because, like, Obama might not even endorse him. But the front shit on the front headline on Drudge here. Biden stammers as Kamala eats him alive. Oh. She said he was against busing. I'm not even familiar with the damn practice she was talking about. Let's see. Biden defends school busing record. Oh. That he was against integrating integrated busing. So Biden was going to be like, no, let's keep the black and white buses. We don't we don't want too much dude, I don't think that's going away. Why would you want to segregate the buses? Kamala was like, I took the bus. You bigot. Oh, David says busing is when they bring black kids into white schools. Okay, well, I didn't have any problem with the black kids I went to school with. You know, that's a little bit, but I can see when it first, when you get that first integration, it's got to start somewhere. That's fucking weird. David says it's social engineering from the government. Well, yeah, they shouldn't be going, you know, to one school. They should all be getting homeschooled by their goddamn parents. Like, you know, they shouldn't have this grand, you know, there shouldn't be the public school space where it's like, are we going to integrate? And I know it's this big, you know, national debate. You know, it's going to be enforced. And it's like, no, just voluntarily associate with whoever the hell you want. No, we have to have an official decision on whether or not to integrate. It's also weird to begin with. But it's just hilarious that Joe Biden is going to get hammered. Because they can continue to bring that up. If Biden was against that, they can continue to bring that up. I don't know if that he might have just lost the Obama endorsement. He needs that endorsement, dude, to win in the primary. Nobody's beating Trump in anything, dude. AJ says, do you think 2020 election will be better than 2016? Yes. It'll be a lot less stressful for people like us. All right, man, this is going to be, you know, we've been teetering on, you know, possible cultural Marxist takeover, possible, you know, economic destruction, you know, Hillary Clinton foreign policy on the precipice of fucking disaster, dude. And Trump got in, we had a little, you know, sigh of relief until they started the Russia probe, and then, oh my God, impeachment. But we're going to get a chance to all sit back and watch them all watch all these candidates get systematically destroyed by Donald Trump. But yeah, his tweet was hilarious. All the Democrats just raised their hands for giving millions of illegal aliens unlimited health care. How about taking care of American citizens first? That's the end of that race. Trump has already given the fucking Vince Carter shit. Like, Trump, that tweet was like a reverse windmill. You know? What up, Alan James? Sweet Chin says, who do you think the intellectual dark web will back? The intellectual douche weasels. The pseudo-intellectual douche weasels. No, who do you think they'll back? I could see Tulsi, because Tulsi Gabbard went on Rogan's podcast, didn't she? I don't think I listened to that one. I probably should go back and listen to that shit now that she's getting some media hype, get schooled on her. Because I honestly don't know a whole lot. I know she's a veteran of some sort, and she's, supposedly anti-war, anti-military industrial complex. Oh, Alan James says that shows how old Biden is and how long he's been a leech. What was that, the 60s? Yeah, dude. Biden was elected to Senate in 1972. Oh my God, what a fossilized criminal. Fuck. Oh, aged to perfection. Joe Biden's criminal slicksterism. But oh, it's falling apart in the face of identity politics. Oh. It's just going to be a big, hilarious shit show the whole way through, dude. Just a bunch of hens bickering and sniping at each other. And it doesn't matter which one comes out on top, dude. I just, I don't want Tulsi Gabbard to get all this push, all right? Because Trump hasn't started any new wars. He needs to bring motherfuckers back, but I don't know, dude. Tulsi Gabbard's probably got some horrific economic ideas. Let's just look at her policy positions on that Wikipedia page. Because I like the anti-war shit. I really do. If it's legitimate, dude. Bring all the fucking troops home. Let's close a whole, a few $1 trillion worth of maintenance fees on these goddamn military bases. Okay. She was in the National Guard. Hawaii Army National Guard, Army military police officer. Okay, what are the political positions there? Say anything about just economics in general. She's in favor of the federal minimum wage there. Not good. As of 2017, Gabbard has received more than $1.3 million in special interest contributions. I don't know, that's not a shit ton. Supported the reinstatement of the Glass-Steagall Act, so she's skeptical of the banks there, but I don't know. Glass-Steagall is just asking for more corruption. Regulation is always asking for more corruption, dude. And it doesn't say anything about her economics. Gabbard supports reproductive rights. It's like so general, including federal funding for abortion. Okay, get the fuck out of here. We should drop charges against Julian Assange. Okay. I don't know. The anti-war shit is good, but I think we should let Trump continue to try and bring some prosperity our way in this goddamn market situation we can open up. It's the only way we're gonna, avoid the catastrophic bubble bursting on the economy. And we got to have some kind of transition over to cryptocurrency. I heard Jordan Belfort on the that the Wolf of Wall Street guy on a podcast today, and he was shitting on Bitcoin too. He called it inflationary. Like, oh, his skill set is scamming, not economic analysis, I guess. But you know, his skill set earned him fucking tens of millions of dollars, and a lot of lewds and a lot of fucking piles, dude. A lot of lines and piles and lewds. Get the lewds. It's that Wall Street life, ladies and gentlemen. Alan James says, let's just look at her tits. Link? David says, I think Trump is pretty legit, but he hasn't accomplished really anything. So what on earth is the point of voting for anyone? David says, I saw his speech where he said he was going to bring in massive amounts of foreigners on H-1B visas, and the illegals are still here and no wall. Fail. Well, we did get the agreement with Mexico going. All right, so he's doing a little bit of something. He's calling out the military-industrial complex. We haven't started any new goddamn, adventures. We need to bring home a lot more troops, though. We need to close a lot more shit in this goddamn federal government squid demon complex. But, his whole first term has basically been about trying to evade the fucking deep state spider and all the web traps they've set around. Oh, blackmail, Russia. It's constantly 24 hours. The media is just hammering. And it's like, we'll see what happens, with 4 more years. But I'm not convinced that, Tulsi knows what she's talking about in terms of continuing what's happening. Because we need massive free market prosperity for small businesses and entrepreneurs. That's the only thing that's going to prevent the massive, economic apocalypse. Say that 5 times fast, ladies. The economic apocalypse. When these fucking bubbles hit and these goddamn big propped up fiat currency schemes that our countries and our goddamn entire planet basically runs on. All right, and the dollar's the world reserve currency, dude. You've got to avoid that. That's the number one thing. And so, maybe the biggest monetary drain on our economy is undoubtedly the excess of the military. Not needed. We have 2 big giant oceans to the east and west, 2 mainly friendly countries to the north and south. Bring the troops home. Pay them to build the wall. Build up our missile defense systems here. Be that example to the rest of the world. Keep your sword sharp, but keep that sword in your sheath. All right? The meek shall inherit the earth, but the meek are not weak. Gangsta ass niggas don't have to flex nuts. They know they got them. To quote Scarface, ladies and gentlemen. We need to come home. Stop going around and trying to flex nuts all around the planet. What's Bitcoin at? Let's see. Bitcoin price. Oh, 11.3. I think it's gone up since the last time we looked at it on the podcast. 11,300. I bet Jordan Belfort has investments in gold. In gold markets, and that's why he's bad-mouthing Bitcoin. He called it inflationary, like Dude, it's the direct opposite. That finite resource, dude, goes up in value over time. And people are going to forget their goddamn passwords. They're not going to be able to get into their Bitcoin wallets. More valuable over time. As long as we can get the goddamn electricity, as long as the electricity is here, we have that electric grid, dude, the cryptocurrency is the best option. David says deep state is shorthand for an opaque complex of power. First, you have to define what it is, its goals, and nature of its power. And that's just getting started. And also, I know it sounds kooky, but a serious comprehension of secret societies would also be necessary. Well, all a secret society fundamentally is, I mean, you can consider like the Bilderberg Group a secret society. They don't allow cameras in there. It's some of the biggest politicians and heads of state from around the world, and some of the biggest multinational corporations and their CEOs. They just go and hang out, a little weekend retreat, And it's like, anytime people in those positions of power, you can't constantly monitor them and prevent them from communicating, especially in a 21st century technological world. Of course, they're going to communicate. They're going to scheme. They're going to cooperate. They're going to get together and fuck other people over. It's the nature of power, dude. And so that's why you can't have those positions of coercive power. It always corrupts. And if they don't have absolute power, they're going to, build the complex up. And that's what the concretization over time in the government, the slowly, gumming up of the system with these interwoven bits of corruption between, when the companies are supposed to be being regulated, or the banks are supposed to be being regulated by the federal regulators. All that does is cozy them up closer, all right? So they can have these nice little back and forth discussions about the way they can get away with whatever they're doing and charge it to the fucking taxpayer. And walk away scot-free, baby. And then there's the revolving door. You get the little benefits on your way up. You just work your way up that corruption ladder. And it's all made possible by the, I consider like part of the deep state, the scaffolding underneath it that allows it to be possible, like the lobbyists, the special interest, but mainly the heads of these monopolistic corporations and their the politicians that make deals with them. It's that network that allows Amazon to pay no tax, and Walmart to pay no tax, and Netflix to pay no tax, and they can cut out their competition. Got to take an outrage piss, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to return, get a little more water. Be right back. Little more water, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we're not going to take it too deep tonight. For long, I'm going to hit this ice cream, and then I'm going to hit that bed, ladies and gentlemen. Got to hit the streets early tomorrow. Get out there and get some Postmates in. Get them shekels stacked up. But I do consider also, these intelligence agencies. The heads of these intelligence agencies definitely would be a part of that deep state complex. Once we have the the insurance policy and the cute little text messages back and forth, and Peter Strzok and Andrew McCabe, and oh my God, Rod Rosenstein, isn't it fun to hatch a little plot? We need indictments. All right? Trump's next 4 years need to be about bring the troops home, economic prosperity, indictments. Come on, dude. That's that offensive agenda. We haven't even been able to dig into, the offensive playbook because Trump's been having to scramble around in the backfield, dude. He's got terrible people around him. He's got deep state ghouls. He's got people like John Bolton. He's got military-industrial complex, succubus individuals. And he's having to, decide whether or not he can trust anybody around him. It's like his offensive line is patchwork as a motherfucker, dude. And he's back there, he's Tony Romo, he's fucking whirling, and, he's on his Randall Cunningham, dude. He's back there just trying to make plays. And he's actually got a couple first downs going, dude. Well, we haven't even got into the playbook yet. All right, those pass rushers in the deep state, they're going to slow down. We got to beat that blitz. But we haven't even got into the game plan, dude. We've been on the back foot. I'm still optimistic. I'm remaining optimistic because the internet is such an economic paradigm shift, and the communications technology we have now is like, it's really fucking incredible, and just tech in general is getting pretty insane. And so if we can keep the government influence away from people, we can just somehow hack some goddamn tentacles off of this monster, without it just constantly just enveloping everything in the American public's lives, then we may avoid the big running off of the cliff there that the Federal Reserve has engineered by their hubris. It's hubris, dude, that the dollar has been devalued 95+% since 1913. Front Hole Enthusiast says he's still scared of ditching heaven. Dude, that's not scared. That's a rational economic calculation. Okay? I'm examining my budget sheets. No, I am about to finally pay off my car, so I won't have that goddamn $278 payment every month. That damn car note. I'm about done with that, dude. I got one half payment left on it, and then we'll be finito. I'll have that car all to myself. So that'll be $300 less I gotta fucking worry about. But yeah, dude, it really comes down to it. I gotta start making money on doing stand up, or I gotta get into this damn apartment complex management situation. I gotta work my way into that Jewish conspiracy. I don't think the Jewish conspiracy exists. I think it's a lot of, high IQ and chutzpah. All right, and an unfortunate reality that we have these positions of power to be taken advantage of. If Christians would have said taxation is theft a long time ago, we wouldn't have this goddamn problem. Now they want to sit back and complain, well, the Jews, they're in these positions of power over us. Who let that happen? But yeah, always a good fucking hang with the Outrage crew, ladies and gentlemen. I'm heavily stoned. We're staying off the beers for tonight. I had a good laugh at Joe Biden getting raked over the coals. It's good. I gotta watch some of if there was any Bernie bloopers. I saw the headline on Drudge that he said he would raise the he would Bernie concedes he'd raise middle class taxes. That's what socialism always ends up. It just hits the actual productive small business entrepreneur people, because the big monopolistic corporations, they're using their connections to get out of that deal. As soon as Bernie is, either they're using their connections to get exempt from it, or they're moving their money and their company elsewhere. They've shown the multinationals have shown that they have no qualms about doing that. Yeah, I was thinking of a schedule like maybe kind of like a rotation, like I do when I'm like I do for my workouts. Like I generally work out every third day, so I was thinking maybe I'd have beers every third day, because my tendency is to be like, let's have another beer with the Outrage crew, and I don't want to be like even 2 out of 3 days. I don't want to be putting back 4 or 5 beers, So I'm thinking every third day we'll do the beers. One day out of the 3 we'll do. I'll be getting the workout in, so I'll just be hydrated. Maybe I'll take a little hit of weed, maybe not. And then the other day I'll just I'll be on that espresso. I love that little espresso machine, dude. Little $30 espresso. Constant little single shot fucking hitters. Cactus Jack says, did I get rid of heaven? No. No. I'm gonna have that income, baby. Oh yeah, we'll be switching up the alcohols. I'm trying to get on some, on the finest tequila I can get my hands on. I want to drink some of, apparently Ron White, the comic, makes a sipping tequila. I want to get on a fine sip of tequila blanco. Ooh. I want to get on some of that Hennessy. I'll get real soulful and shit on everybody. I'll start playing some damn, some Luther Vandross. Do psychedelics. Well, I'll get that proper 12 whiskey. I don't know about the psychedelics, dude. Trying to stay coherent, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not trying to be in my own, subconscious dimension over here. But I'll do a little micro dosing. Shit, I would do like a little micro dose situation with LSD or shrooms. I think just a little bit. Alan James says you should do a shot stream though before the month ends for YouTube dollars, so you get it in the next payment. Oh yeah. the you know, I can get on that outrage whoring for, you know, shot money. Put them shots down when it counts, dude. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta get off here and get some goddamn rest for tonight. Big ups to the Outrage crew. All right, trying to get this goddamn these bills paid down, this rent paid down out here, and then I'm gonna get on some cables for the video card. But I will be I'm gonna be working during stand-up hours, so you know, probably be back to the stand-up stage next week. Have some fresh hot clips. Look over my last, you know, few months of doing it, man. Put together some hot material for y'all next week. But I'll be coming on. I'll be coming on the live stream every night talking shit. So peace the fuck out to the Outrage crew. All right. I love all you bad motherfuckers. Coming back in full force, fully rested tomorrow night. Ooh, 28% said on Drudge said Andrew Yang won the debate. Oh shit. People want that UBI. Oh, thank you, front hole. Yeah, join that Discord if you want to, dude. I'm posting up the memes and talking all that shit. Oh yeah, let's post up the link for it here. Alan James will probably beat me to it. Yeah, let's throw up the Discord link in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's making me goddamn laugh at the memeing. The meme wars. Sweet Chin says he'll spend my UBI on Bitcoin. Well, that would be the move. That Bitcoin fund, dude. But right now, you know, I need some basic income from my roommate. I need some universal basic income. All right, on that payback. Oh, you guys know what it is. You know what I need? Come on. Hey. Didn't you owe me? It was the IOU. Can I recoup that? Is that, can we do that now? Oh, you got a paycheck. We'll see, ladies and gentlemen. Get that manager job, we won't have to worry about it, all right? Trying to hold down the fort in the complex, baby. We're coming back tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, full force. I'm going to get some rest. Peace the fuck out to the Outrage crew. Big ups to all of you. All right, catch y'all bad motherfuckers later.